standard. You have multiple forms of engage. You have a good front line. You have some scaling carries here. And we'll see how they can match up against 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves always seems to be this team that is kind of getting rushing here. And even on some spicy picks, bringing out the LeBlanc in one of the games, really got the best.
Speaking of River.
Yeah, it could be trouble here. Tomo trying to get out, does use a cleanse, has a flash, gets the first blood. FBI shifting forward, trying to take him down. Can Tomo get him back? Just barely doesn't finish him, but Isles does. It is going to be a 2-for-2 at the end of the day, but it's a 2-for-2 in a 3v2, and Shaden is chasing after Quid here, trying to get another one. You can see more and more people pick this up, even on different champions. Some people aren't the biggest fan of it because they feel like it's too defensive, but against this kind of aggressive and low range of a comp, I think it's quite good. And in comes the Scion ulti, and Quid's got no flash, and it looks like he's got no way out, but River's coming in, trying to turn around the play. Doesn't have the damage to finish Kane.
You've got the Ghost Blade ready on him.
Rather have that than the call?
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a difference there in the damage. Ezreal's also still at tower.
Yeah, maybe he can just try to steal one. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. Quid does steal that Chains of Corruption. The hook forward is going to connect there onto the Braum, and Ayla's in a lot of trouble. Ayla is just locked down and burst down, and now I don't think they're going to be able to get any of...
Oh, wait a second. As we get another chunk up here.
Yeah, Ayla's trying to get over there. Quid with a stolen ulti. Both ultis overlap fully, though, onto Kaney, and Kaney is just too damn tanky. Isles is in between and throws down the Ignite. It's going to be forced to flash back as Shaden popping the ulti onto Ayla, trying to finish him off, and here comes Surdy. River's in a lot of trouble, trying to get out of there, but is rooted up, and Kaney's going to be able to help to finish him off. Quid now running with Shaden in the back line, looking to take them both down. Nicely timed ultimate from Ayla, but it doesn't matter because here comes Tomo with the piercing arrow. The dogs can't quite finish the job, and Sniper's pushing bot side, but they're going to get the first tower. They're getting all the kills, and Dignitas are running over the Thieves.
They are. Are Dignitas going to be the first of the
They fully overlapped on their ultis, and Quid just got peeled off by Isles. Isles just kind of stood in between him, rooted them up, and Quid was not able to get much damage down on Kaney. Even when the CC has landed, he has not seemed threatened whatsoever with this super tanky build that he is going for, and Dignitas really starting to run away with it, but 100 Thieves trying to get a dragon back here. Soul may be one of their only win conditions from this point, and it is going to be a Hextech Soul, so definitely one of those prime ones, but it's going to be tough to take the fight. We'll see. They're going to look for it. Tomo going to be forced to cleanse out as Shaden's in trouble. In comes Quid, and FBI's here as well. This could be the fight that gets them back into it, but Tomo's still alive. Quid is low on health. Isles will fall, but can they get more? Shaden's going to go back in, but was that the right choice? As Sniper takes down Tomo on the other side, it's Shaden going to fall as well. It's a bunch of kills for the Thieves, and just like that, they're back in it.
Oh, Mega engage on their side. Having a very big threat towards consecutive dragon stacking.
Yeah, I mean, they have a real threat at just being able to fight these dragons, where a couple of minutes ago, it didn't seem like they would be in a position to do so. 10 members top lane, though, both teams looking to try to brawl it out. We'll see who can land the poke. There's a great hook, and the Chains of Corruption both landing on the Sniper, and Sniper is just gone at the start of the fight. Big pick for Dignitas, and the start of the fight is also the end of it. LTA players who wish to apply.
Where do we sign up?
Oh, yeah, you can sign up right over at the Ludwig booth. Just let him know. He's got a sign-up sheet. As Quid going to be pushing down on that bottom side. It was actually a lot of fun watching Ludwig push all the way to, I think he got all the way to plat. And definitely fun.
Quite quickly. I think the impressive part was the speed.
Yeah, exactly. My goat. Definitely, it's fun to see people picking up League and loving it. Quid down on this bot side does have the stolen ultimate here. We can see the Herald's going to get summoned, though, so this tower not long for the world. They do have Sniper pushing on top side, so likely going to be an attempt at a trade here. But also mid lane again, FBI going to be getting pushed in, and they can even drive this Herald in and get the 12 mini grub spawn because they have those 6 grubs. So if you can actually crash, you get so many of those Void Mites coming out, and Dignitas pushing forward here, trying to get this in. Sniper will claim the top tier 1, so it's a 1-for-1 trade for now, but they are going to drive it in. We'll see if 100 Thieves can find the engage. Chains of Corruption does come down. Kaney going to be in some trouble, though. Braum stepping forward and blocking so much of this damage. The teleport's coming through from both of these top laners. Potentially trying to look. Sniper actually not going to teleport, but he does get the snipe. Tomo
then walked back over for literal no reason towards the Victor Storm and then got sniped.
Yeah, Ayla could be in some trouble now. Going to get chased down, going to get rooted up and burst down. Tomo taking down his former support on back-to-back plays. How do you like it when I'm on the other team?
Probably not a lot.
Not a lot. Yeah, judging off this game, not a lot.
Yeah, okay. The only thing going for 100 Thieves is the split push. Sniper on top side, looking at the secondary tower there. That would be a decent amount of gold, but
they're going to try to fight. They are moving down. Is Sniper going to teleport? They have the ward there. Will River be able to find an angle for a steal? Now Sniper coming in here. Isles Isles does spot the teleport. 30's on the side, trying to zone out River. Quid just on the minion wave. Otacon's getting quite low. Sniper has eyes on it. FBI and him trying to get some poke down. Shaden is almost dead to the Otacon. Can River get over there? He flashes in, but he can't quite get it. They do get the withdraw. Quid with the stolen chains of corruption is going to whiff, and Tomo is looking to knock him down. Quid so low. Can he survive? He can't, but Ayla is back, and the battle is on. Sniper jumping forward. Katie trying to do it himself. It's him and Isles versus the world, but in comes FBI, in comes Sniper, and they are going to wipe the GAs off the map. Dignitas claim the objective, but that's the only thing that averts complete disaster, because imagine if River stole that, Kobe.
That was so sick from 100 Thieves. River throws out his ulti, and then he places himself to flash over the wall while Quid goes for the engage. Incredibly close, and even though they don't win the flip,
He does have the mercs for the reduced CC. Quid trying to wave clear here, steals that Nautilus ult. They're looking. Tomo is very low in the back, but they will knock down the tier 2 and extend that gold lead back up to 1.4.
Let's try and race Baron or something. It's going to be fight your way in for vision, look for the engage.
They are a little bit split on the side. Quid trying to threaten a potential flank. River on the side as well. Surdy is going to be getting focused down here, and Surdy is taking a lot of damage. He flashes, but he gets hit by the Chains of Corruption, and Surdy's in trouble. Surdy's knocked down and shut down, and now it's Isles' turn to be in trouble. It's Sniper's going to get burnt down to the other side. 100 Thieves are having to kite back from this zombie passive. Shaden getting chunked, so is Isles. 100 Thieves have spent a lot of their ultis here. They're empty as far as that is concerned, but the same is true on the other side. Surdy has no teleport when he does respawn. Sniper does if they can make this fight go long. But critically, Ayla and FBI grabbing the honey fruit there. Going to be able to heal back up, and Quid will have his ulti here in a little bit, but Shaden trying to pressure him here with Katie, pushing him back on the side as FBI and River do work slowly on this dragon. Nice attempt at the hook there from Isles, but Quid is able to dodge out, and now trying to threaten to take the gate here. Dignitas have kind of grabbed control in this area, but they're getting chunked down very low, and now the stolen Nautilus ult's going in across the team, and it's going to knock up Katie, but it's going to be Quid in trouble on the side, trying to kite back. River and FBI fighting forward here. Katie, Tomo, and Shaden have them really low and do have them on the run. Sniper now respawn. He's immediately teleporting into mid lane, and it's going to be Surdy coming back as well, but River is taking this dragon. It's going to get down to a flip here. Shaden trying to finish him off. River's at dangerously low health, trying to get back into finish the dragon, but it's going to be taken by River, and they grab the Hextech Soul. Now Surdy in so much trouble. He's trying to run back to Katie. Katie trying to lay down the covering fire, as is Tomo, but FBI is here and he won't let him out alive. 100 Thieves by the slimmest of margins take the dragon, take the fight, and really low. That's where you can start getting multiple rotations out in these extended fights. And 100 Thieves still kind of playing towards that top side of the map, trying to threaten in towards the Baron. If anyone on Dignitas gets too low, they may look for this. Katie forced to flash. Change of Corruptions does connect there. And in comes Ayla trying to block up for Quid. But look over the wall. In comes Shaden. Shaden trying to finish him off, but he's going to get interrupted on his dash. They do get the kill. Sniper has to flash out over the wall as they are getting cooked by the Victor ultimate. Ayla low. So is River. So is Sniper, but they can't finish the kills. And they go +1. And we'll see if they can find that. Dignitas now kind of looking, trying to get some damage down here onto River, who's getting chipped down the side. But at the same time, Isles is in trouble. But look over at Surdy. Surdy's found FBI, and FBI gets locked down by the Chains of Corruption, killed by the AD carry he replaced. Katie at the same time, though, getting low as well. Sniper's coming in. Katie trying to run here. He's down incredibly low, and the stolen Victor ultimate takes him down. Anything you can do, I can do better, says Quid, as he's trying to knock down Shaden and Tomo are kiting back and forth, trying to survive. But Quid dives in, and Quid kills everyone, and 100 Thieves get the triple from their mid laner, ace their opponents, and take full control.
100 Thieves are gonna go straight down mid lane after that full ace. What a fight, even with the Scion ult. Getting into the side, getting back to FBI and him going down, the rest of the 100 Thieves are able to take over and run it through the base. We got respawns already here from Isles, but everybody else is almost 20 seconds.
Yeah, they're positioning like they want to end. Quid looking aggressively in towards Isles. With that miss, though, I think they are going to retreat. They're going to take their victory and back it up. But Quid's going back in. This is going to get potentially risky as people are going to start responding. But Isles is just too far up. Isles going to flash out. He's going to go down anyway and loses the ulti. And now you're down a man for the Elder that is up here, so they probably can't even contest that. River and FBI are just going to start it.
Quid is a beast, and 100 Thieves here with the soul looking to finish off the Elder. I don't think there's a world where Shaden gets over here for another exciting smite fight. It's just too far away. It's burning down too quickly. This game has been full of them, but this is not going to be another chance. And now, with the Elder, you get to move straight over to Baron, and there's no way Dignitas can fight you on the Baron because you have the Elder buff, and then you get to go knock on their door with all of the endgame buffs of Soul, Elder, and Baron.
Yeah, and Quid now very close even to his death cap. Already had that third item, Zonia's, and working towards that death cap. Probably going to have the gold once they get the Baron, and that is going to be a massive spike for him. He's actually now ahead of Kaney after being way down for so long in this game. Quid and Ayla on the side here, looking to keep them away. Remember, they have that Elder Dragon buff. A fight here feels kind of like suicide, but giving up both of those powerful buffs feels incredibly difficult as well. That's a situation Dignitas will be faced with here, though. They've got to hope they can wave clear, try to delay until that Elder does expire, but it's 140 until that happens, and that is an eternity in their position right now.
Certainly is. They're doing their best to try and clear out some of the minion waves, but the poke keeps on coming through from 100 Thieves. The onslaught now, once you're inside the base, you can farm all 3 waves as you slowly siege up here. Baron buff is going to do a lot of work. Elder Dragon poke.
Yeah, this poke is just so rough. Surdy is just paper. Surdy gets burst down by the stolen Elder Dragon, and now Quid just steals the Victor ult and drops it on his opponents to send them back to the fountain here. Elder plus Hextech Soul doing so much work. Shaden chunking down River incredibly low as well, though. Maybe that gives them a bit of an angle to try to hold on. It's up to Kaney and Tomo, but Quid is looking forward. Tomo has to pop the Ghost Blade and run back to the well as in goes Isles, but there's the immediate Zonias from Quid. The Chains of Corruption only connects onto Ayla, but Quid is alive and Quid is fighting. They're all piling in and looking to finish the game. It's just Kaney and Shaden now. Quid goes godlike, but then he goes down. 4 members of 100 Thieves standing tall in the base. The supers are coming, and they're looking to close this one out. 30 seconds now on the Elder buff. Ayla jumping forward, looking for an angle there onto Shaden. The gravity well is going to get dropped, and it's going to stun Ayla up. Kaney has got to find a miracle, but I think he doesn't have it in him. The respawn now, though, back from Surdy. Can they focus the Nexus? Surdy's in the middle. Shaden's down. Kaney's getting pushed back, and eyes on the Nexus for 100 Thieves. They'll complete the comeback, move to 3-2, and take down Dignitas.
Another really strong Silas game from